Admiral R. Harikumar, Chief of Naval Staff, Admiral Karmir Singh, former Chief of the Naval Staff, and the Chairman, National Maritime Foundation, Sri Pradeep Chauhan, DG, NMF, distinguished foreign guests, delegates, members from the academia, friends from the media, officials of Indian Armed Forces and ministries, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me immense pleasure to address you all at this important forum, Indo-Pacific Regional Dialogue 2022. This dialogue has emerged as a significant platform for a discussion of issues relating to the Indo-Pacific region. It feels great that we are now meeting physically after last year's online versions. Friends, India, the world's largest democracy, is celebrating 75 years of independence, and we, as a nation, take pride in our democratic values and institutions, an independent judiciary, a free media, and above all, a politically aware civil society. Let me begin by mentioning that the roots of this democracy go far deeper than these 75 years. Dialogue and debate, the cornerstone of a healthy democracy, have been a part of the Indian civilization across millennia. These dialogues and discussions form the bedrock of our socio-political system since the time of Upanishads. Friends, these traditions continued to flourish in early medieval times. Many of you, I am sure, would be aware of the spiritual debates and discourses of the sage philosopher Adi Shankaracharya in early 8th century, spanning the length and breadth of India. Many of you would be aware of the famous book, The Argumentative Indian, by Dr. Amartya Sen, which discusses our age-old tradition of arguments and deliberations. Therefore, I think that this forum is an extension of this hoary Indian tradition of dialogue. Friends, it is our moral responsibility to strive towards building a better world that is secure and just for everyone. In fact, in India, our philosophers and visionaries have always dreamed of a human community transcending political borders. We have always seen security and prosperity as a collective pursuit of entire humankind, in which there is no possibility of island security or prosperity. It is my firm belief that if security becomes a truly collective enterprise, then we can think of creating a global order which is beneficial to all of us. The global community has been working towards it through multiple platforms and agencies, UN Security Council being the foremost among them. What we now require is to elevate the paradigm of collective security to a level of shared interests and shared security for all. Some may argue that it is a utopian dream. To this, I would say that we have recently achieved it in a particular case of COVID-19. The recent global response to the COVID pandemic highlighted the urgent requirement of multinational collaboration in information sharing, situation analysis, as also research, development, and production of the vaccine. This was an important lesson for the world. It highlighted the need for greater understanding, connect, and cooperative initiatives between institutions and organizations within and across nations in handling issues of national and international security. Friends, the pandemic also gave a chance to us as a country to put into practice our deeply held belief of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam when we undertook landmark initiatives such as Operation Samudra Setu and the vaccine Maitri. The impact of these initiatives has been very much visible in our bilateral relations with countries in the neighborhood and beyond. Recently, we have also been espousing the India of multi-alignment, We believe in a multi-aligned policy which is realized through diverse engagements with multiple stakeholders so that views and concerns of all can be discussed and addressed for a prosperous future for all. This is the only way that can lead to shared responsibility and prosperity. Friends, I would like to share another related issue in this security paradigm, that is, not to consider national security as a zero-sum game. We should strive to create a win-win situation for all. And we should not be guided by narrow self-interest, which is not beneficial in the long run, but by enlightened self-interest, which is sustainable and resilient to shocks. A strong and prosperous India would not be built at the cost of others. Rather, India is here to help other nations realize their full potential. In a similar vein, I would like to tell you that conduct of our strategic policy should be moral. India doesn't believe in a world order where few are considered superior to others. India's actions are guided by the very essence of human equality and dignity, which is a part of our ancient ethos, and it's a strong moral foundation and gives us our political strength. Even our freedom struggle was based on the bedrock of high moral values. Therefore, real politics cannot be the fig leaf for being immoral or amoral. Rather, enlightened self-interest of nations can be promoted within the framework of strategic morality, which is predicated on the understanding and the respect for the legitimate strategic imperatives of all the civilized nations. Friends, it is for this reason that when we partner any nation, it is on the basis of the sovereign equality and mutual respect. Forging relations come naturally to India as we work towards mutual economic development. It is thus apt that we all are exploring solutions to the problems such as terrorism, climate change, description, etc., that transcend national boundaries today. It is gratifying to know that you all are having enriching discussions and building upon your experiences to prepare a roadmap that can contribute towards building a better world. Friends, in the context of the Indo-Pacific, I would like to highlight India's vision by reiterating the statement of Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi during the Shangri-La Dialogue at Singapore on 1st June 2018. He had said that India stands for a free, open, and inclusive region which embraces us all in a common pursuit of progress and prosperity. He put forth our idea of ASEAN's centrality in the Indo-Pacific region and further stated that our common prosperity and security require us to evolve through dialogue a common rules-based order of the region. The Indo-Pacific region remains important for the economic development of not only the regional but also the wider global community. Centuries-old lanes crisscrossing the region have helped enhance trade. They have also functioned as arterial connections to bring about a fusion of cultures and ideas. It is these very waters that carried the message of peace, enlightenment, hope, and well-being centuries ago. Today, we may speak different languages, but there remains a deeper connect that allows us to share a common message of humanity across the Indo-Pacific region. Along this path of shared prosperity and security, India underlines the centrality of the ASEAN in our endeavors in respect of the Indo-Pacific region. Friends, dialogue and discussions should be seen as the only civilized mechanism for resolving disputes and disagreements and for creating any regional or global order in our times. The resolute message of our Prime Minister that the era of war is over has been echoed by the world leaders gathered in Bali recently for the G20 summit, with the G20 communique mentioning that now is not the time for war. In the times when humanity is facing problems like climate change, COVID pandemic, widespread deprivation, etc., it is essential that we all should be working together to surmount these minute challenges without being distracted by the destructive seduction of wars and conflicts. Enhancing trade and connectivity, capacity building, and infrastructural initiatives are time-based ways of working together which can act as a bridge of friendship and bring mutual benefit. We need to leverage them collectively for the common good. Friends, coming back to India's vision for the Indo-Pacific region, I would like to share with you that it has always been our endeavor to work with our partners in constructive engagements in the region. We have launched the Indo-Pacific Ocean Initiative at the East Asia Summit held in Bangkok, Thailand on 4th November 2019. Regional cooperation and participation are important pillars of this initiative, which focuses on 7 key pillars. First, maritime security, marine ecology, marine resources, capacity building and resource sharing, disaster risk reduction and management, technology and academic cooperation, and trade connectivity and maritime transport. The initiative outlines a regional cooperative structure focusing on the vision of Sagar, that is security and growth for all in the region, which would enhance partnership for all-round development. Friends, I would also like to mention 2 more initiatives which we have offered in the recently held India-ASEAN Defence Ministers meeting held in Cambodia. We have proposed the ASEAN-India initiatives for women in UN peacekeeping operations, which would contribute towards effective conflict resolution and lasting peace through a more humane approach. We have also proposed ASEAN-India initiatives on marine plastic pollution response towards improving the marine ecosystem. All the participating ASEAN members states unanimously and wholeheartedly supported the Indian initiatives. Friends, I have shared all this information with you to make you understand that working towards collective security and common prosperity is possible, and I have reasons to hope that we have just begun an exciting journey towards a better, happier world. All of you are our worthy co-passengers. Together, we can and we will build a secure, prosperous, and just regional and global order. With these words, I would like to end my talk. Once again, I thank all the distinguished guests present, and my compliments to Indian Navy and the National Maritime Foundation for organizing this important global dialogue. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir, for your words of immense wisdom. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed a proud privilege for me to announce the release of our 5th volume of